What's up everyone, and welcome back to The Witcher 3. So the second of Olgierd's tasks is about to be completed as we successfully retrieved Maximilian Borsodi's house. So all that's left to do is just give it to Olgierd, and then he shall reveal his third and final request for us.
Crawl back under your rock.
Looks like he's still in the inn waiting.
How much for a herring? Crown apiece. Huh?
Yeah, he's here.
I'll wait for it to drop.
Need to chat.
I'm all ears, Witcher.
Got something for you.
I love gifts, but I prefer to unwrap them in private. Oi, lads, mind the barrels. Going out for a jabber with Geralt. Come. Oh, that's better. All right, what do you have for me?
Max Borsodi's house, as requested.
The papers, where are they?
Left them in the vault. You wanted the house, you got the house. Never mentioned its contents.
You're a quick study. Already as tricky as Odin himself. Keen to ridicule a man. Do you know what I and the company do with your type?
That's really dying to hear. But we never mentioned about anything inside the house, not that I can recall. Oh well, it's too late now. Obviously you all took it. He took the papers. It was a choice of kill him or let him have what was inside, and we chose to let him go.
No. Dying to hear, though. Always liked a tale with a thrill.
I'm in no mood for jests.
Neither am I. Did my job, Olgierd. Delivered what you asked for, to the letter. Unhappy? Hell, should have chosen your words more carefully.
Yes, I should have. I assume you came to an agreement with Horst. Shame. A right horse in that one.
Made a deal with his brother, who then beat the living shit out of Horst with a gold candle holder.
Huh. It's progress.
Why did you even need those papers?
To sink the Borsodis, naturally. You see, I learned of an interesting clause in old man Maximilian's will. It states that his sons must meet and shake hands in agreement at least once a year at Bellatane. Failing that, the auction house must be auctioned off. The proceeds to go to Vilmeria's hospital.
Guess the old man sensed what might happen.
Aim to deliver those papers to the right hands. Borsodi would have landed in the streets, and the hospital would have gotten the funds it needs to treat orphans and beggars pro bono.
Awfully noble of you, showing so much concern for the needy.
I couldn't give a rat's ass about the needy. Made her with it and disappear along with the city. I wanted one thing. Revenge.
Well, that's a bit of a kicker, to find out where the money was going to go instead of you all taking it. Can't draw out about that now, though.
The Borsodis. What's your gripe? Get kicked out of an auction?
Worse. They evicted me from my home. Are you really interested?
Wouldn't have asked if I wasn't.
Ha! Cheeky as ever. My family, they took on some debt. A poor investment in a sawmill. A bad crop one year. A lawsuit lost. You know how it is. When it rains, it pours. We needed but a few weeks to recover. But Horst Borsodi had acquired our debt. All of it. Demanded it be repaid immediately. I pleaded. I begged. I tore open my shirt at his threshold. Ugh. It was like talking to a wall. I went to the auction. Saw those perfumed pricks buy my father's sword. My mother's death mask. My brother's horse tack. Ah, Horst earned a pretty pile selling our mementos.
No surprise the animosity you feel for him.
That was but the start. My Iris's parents learned of my family's misfortune, and our betrothal was no more. They found her another suitor, one from beyond the sea. The anger I felt, I thought I'd gone mad. Went to the tavern, drank a round, a second, abroad, then had another tankard. And then, I asked the wrong bloke for help.
What happened then? Pretty sad story. It is. It is the story. Finish up.
What happened then?
What happened then, Witcher, was one big stinking pile of shite. Well, why do you stand there? Do you need something still?
Third wish. Time you stated it.
A moment, Geralt. I must see to something. Then we'll chat. You there. Yank the herring out the barrel.
Come on, none of this dallying.
Now, ready to listen? Or do you still not give two shites about what I've got to say?
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Good. You'll return to your lord and tell him as follows. His demand was brazen. Hurt me to the core. For I was brought up to respect the sacred law of hospitality. And I shall not bend to an uncouth boor's dictum. Understood? I will pay him a visit shortly to test his willingness to adapt. So you ride off and announce me. And don't spare your horse. Got it?
Aye, got it.
Give this man a mount and leave him go. Come, Witcher. We must talk outside. The Aetheri believe one should only discuss important matters out of doors, with the gods as witnesses.
Beryl. What was that about?
On the way here, we stopped for nourishment at a tavern belonging to one Lord Dauntless. We enjoyed ourselves as one does at an inn, raucously. Our antics were not to the liking of this Dauntless. Sent a man to warn us that if we were ever to return, we would hang.
You burned the inn down?
I left ample compensation with the innkeep. But it seems the rapscallion neglected to mention this to his lord. But that's of little import. What matters is someone called me a whoreson and threatened to kill me. It was one of those threats that sound like an invitation. I intend to accept it. Return to those parts.
Must have made quite a few enemies along the way. Maybe not today and not tomorrow, but someday, someone will find a way to take you down.
And that should trouble me why? I feel no fear, no regret. The wise men of Oxenfurt claim there are no gods. After death, there is only the void. I've known this void already. Death holds no surprises.
Oh, don't tempt fate, Olgierd. Not when a certain someone we both know very well, or we know very little about truly, could easily be listening to you.
Fulfilled 2 of your wishes. Time I learned the 3rd.
Confident, aren't you? Proud, sure of your strengths. Fearless.
3rd task, if you don't mind.
Mutations. They strip you of emotion. Tell me, have you ever loved? I mean, truly loved?
3rd wish now. Yes, Lord, you don't give a shit.
Yeah, I've loved. Can we get to the matter at hand?
Perhaps instead we ought to sit down inside. Have a good chat over some fiery water.
Once it's over, once the job's done.
We'll drink once the job's done.
I'm afraid that's impossible. Succeed and that's the end of me. Fail and you'll not be back.
Third wish, still waiting to hear it.
Aye, aren't you stubborn? Fine. Listen well. I had a wife once. The day I saw her last, I gave her a rose. A violet one. Bring me that bloom. Wouldn't mind reminding myself what it looks like.
When was that? How long's it been? Flowers wilted and turned to dust by now.
You wished to hear a wish. Now you have. Fulfill it. I ride now to visit this Dauntless, but one of my men will remain here. He'll know how to find me. That is, of course, should you succeed.
At least you could tell me where your wife is.
In my old manor, east of Martin Foy's farmstead. I'd wish you Godspeed, but, well, you understand, I'm sure. Goodbye, Geralt.
Okay then.
Ruler, but a just one.
So we have to find his wife's violet rose, which is up at the Von Everec Manor. Now we already know his wife's name was Iris because we read some of her letters that we found in the Borsodi auction house. But it's obviously not going to be this simple. It's years ago, and as Geralt said, this rose will have wilted.
Ram.
So it's time for us to go and investigate. So we've been to the manor before. This is where we went with Shani. Yeah, it is, yeah, because the crypt is underneath the manor. Roach! I'm appearing. I ain't going this way on foot, I tell you. Get out of the way. What are you going to do about it?
Stay out of my way.
Ate at the Kingfisher, you're sorted for at least 2 days. Just gotta just
Keep that in mind. I've been in the Kingfisher many times. Here we go. Right then, northwards to the manor. Now I wonder what's in store for us once we arrive here. So remember this being a very eerie place.
Slower.
I'm gonna leave Roach in the safety of outside the manor. Stay here, girl. Now then, I think that's where we went through with Shani, wasn't it? Yes, that leads up into the crypt. Oh, that is just off in the woods, so it's spiders. You see them from here, look. Yeah, not today, no thanks. Unless this one forces my hand. It might very well do. We're alright. We'll clear out the vermin once we're clear of the manor, if we get clear of the manor. Is this the way in? Right, no, right, that's out back. Okay, this is the front, isn't it? Yeah, because that's where... Right. Okay.
Kendrick?
Mighty rusty and covered in creepers. Need another way in.
Who was that shouting?
Hey! You hear me? Kendrick? Kendrick? You there?
Not so loud.
Ah! God, scared me after.
Not so loud, I said. Fog's not natural. Could be something in there hiding. Foglets or air nymphs, for example. Don't want to attract them. Believe me.
Foglets? Oh, sweet mother, my little, why'd I ever come here?
Yeah, it's a good question. What are you doing here?
Good question. What are you doing here?
See, Kendrick and me, we thought man has been empty all these years, full of fine things going to rot.
So you're a thief.
Thieves steal from the living. What's the harm taking from the dead? Kendrick went to open the door. I stood watch. Suddenly heard his lamp smash. Then nothing. Quiet. Called out to him, but... What was that? One of them foglets you spoke of?
No.
Phew. That's the stone off my...
I'll see what that was and look for your partner. You?
Ain't about to wait around. I'm out of here.
Pretty sprawling, this estate.
Yeah, what the hell was that we caught a glimpse of?
How am I gonna find that rose in this fog?
Yes indeed. So search for the partner of the thief you met and use your witcher sense to search the grounds of Von Everec estate for a violet rose.
Someone's still tending to the flower beds. No violet rose, though. Fresh manure. Water's ice cold. Mountain stream cold. Rather worn. Used often. Wonder by who?
Perhaps whatever that thing was that we caught glimpses of. What the hell?
A grave here? What are you doing in a place like this? Best shoe before you get hurt.
Overturned cart. Okay, that's the entrance to the estate. Make sure I look around everywhere first, don't want to miss anything. Got something else over here. It's all run down.
Beehives. Well maintained, but dormant.
You got a scent? You got something.
Woods rotted completely. No violet rose here. Maybe somewhere out back.
Okay, examine the back garden. Someone must have been painting the manor. This is still running. Looks in pretty good nick too when compared to the rest. You've got this statue completely overturned here. Just gotta save it. Should we have a look? I think this is gonna be locked somehow, but it's worth a shot. Hey up.
A busted lamp, and the ground's trampled. Somebody dragged something this way. A body?
Oh, it's not good.
Someone dragged a wounded man through here.
Wounded or dead? The hell? It's not letting us through. It is not letting us through. It's around this side.
Rope looks new. Bucket's been repaired. Gardener's hut. Could it be?
Ooh, I'm not sure if I want to be in here.
Tools are so organized it's scary.
What was that? I don't think there's anything else around here. No. Okay, it's time to go out back. I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Prints from cleated boots, leading from the back of the garden.
There's a way out back.
Somebody's still taking care of the place.
Yeah. Definitely. There's nothing in here though, it's okay.
I'd scooch along, kitty. This place. What's that? That. Digging. A lockpick? Must have been the other thieves.
Noise is coming from just round here.
Graves, unmarked, laid out in rows like garden beds. Hey. Hear me? Another thief. Bodies mutilated. Who are you? Damn.
Holy shit. Caretaker, whoa! Get me away from that. Doing some good damage on him. Get him and move away. Igni does nothing against that. What am I half already? What the hell's he doing? Whoa, 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 he just killed them and healed. Oh, he's going after, he's seeking them out. I need to kill these then. Shit, they're everywhere. Right, let's just reset. He's gonna kill them. Not sure how to approach this one really. Whoa, okay, didn't expect that. Okay, I can get 3 good hits in on him. That's his weakness when he hits the floor. Shit.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Hit me then and healed. Well, justice with this guy is don't get hit, don't let him hit anything. At least that didn't heal him. He just got rid of my Yrden immediately. What? She got rid of this? I'm sure he did. Yeah, he just dispels it. The hell? The hell is this guy? Okay, right now I need to kill these. Stairs. Are they just constantly spawning, or is it just me? That hurt him a little. At least he's not full health this time. Jesus. Think if any of these bombs would do good against him. I don't. Neither of them will. Try Dancing Star, perhaps. Good, wasn't it?
Come on, come closer.
It's me, or did that just freeze him? Come on, Mr. Caretaker. Ah, does nothing to him. Good thing is we've got speed on him. Getting at least 2 or 3 strong strikes. Let's try and roll through that a little better, maybe to the side. Such a big reach. This is it. Should have him here. I thought he was going to get back up there. No, that was frightening.
What the fuck was that? No eyes or nostrils, deformed organs. Damn thing had no right to be alive.
Well, philosophers do still debate what it means to be alive, exactly.
Normally I'd be shocked, but not after what I just saw. Who are you two?
Clearly not animals. Think of us as friends of the house.
What's with the show? The pretense that you're animals. You couldn't have warned me?
No, we're obliged to maintain discretion.
So why talk to me at all?
Why? Well, we get so few chances to talk to humans, and we're curious to know what brought you.
Gonna need a better answer than that.
Later.
What about this thing? What can you tell me? Friend of yours?
We called him the Caretaker.
Doesn't look like any creature I've ever seen. Where'd it come from?
From very far away. He was summoned to guard Lady Iris and the home. He tended the garden, took care of unwanted guests.
Very far away. Meaning where exactly?
The name of this place would mean naught to you.
You know the master of the house, the owner?
Olgierd von Everec? Yes, we know him, but he left, and his wife became mistress of the house.
Great. So, Lady von Everec home? Could you announce me, say she has a guest?
Why do you wish to see her?
I'm here to get the violet rose Olgierd gave Iris just before he left.
Iris is inside, in the bedchamber upstairs. Take his key. It opens the rear door.
Guess I'll make my own introductions.
Okay then.
So, how should I address you?
As you did now. We'd rather keep our names to ourselves.
Okay. Now then, he was up here. This is going to be the body of that thief's friend, isn't it? Yeah. Wonder if there's anything that we can loot around here. Out back. Oh, there's some over here, look. Ornamented brush.
A hairbrush. Floral ornamentation. Pretty.
There's nothing else around from here. Did the caretaker not drop anything? I thought he might have dropped something at least for me. Is there anything over this side? Nah. Nothing at all. Okay. Oh, hang on. Hey! Caretaker's spade. That's interesting. So 10% plus of any damage dealt returned as vitality. I've got to see what this looks like. Look at this. It's an enchanted spade of some sort. Very good. Not my style, really. I suppose while we're here, let's have a look. Probably be in the bestiary, won't it? Cursed ones. I haven't actually read through the Toad Prince yet, but we'll come back to you. I see you're a relic, are you? Yeah. The Caretaker. There are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in philosophy. Bartolomeo Deres, after trying to contact creatures from another plane and landing in an insane asylum. The Caretaker served with the indifference of a golem and proved as fierce in battle as it was diligent in its labours. It felt no pain, in fact. Each blow it received seemed to give it strength, as did each blow it landed on Geralt with the spade it wielded as a weapon. What is more, the Caretaker was able to summon powerful spirits from the graves it had dug, and could heal its itself by absorbing them. The Witcher had a hard time evading the devastating strikes of its weapon, and his only chance of wounding the creature came when it would stick its spade in the ground to draw on otherworldly energy in an attempt to petrify its foes with fright. So he was a relict then? And yeah, as we well know, Quen was very effective against him, so he didn't take any damage off me because it would have just healed him the more so. Okay, so we'll go back to the Toad Prince. I thought we would have read this entry. A girl walked up to the edge of the pond. There, squatting amidst the fragrant lilies and broad lily pads, she saw a most unusual sight. A small green frog with a golden crown perched on its warty head. Charmed by this curious little creature, the girl picked it up and gave it a kiss. Immediately, the little frog transformed into a handsome prince. Overcome with gratitude, he asked for the girl to be his wife. Folktale, unknown author. Timeless tales always carry within them a grain of truth. The legend of the Frog Prince is no exception, or at least that's what the folk of Oxenfurt wished to believe when they found out a monstrous toad lurked in their city sewers. The women who hunted it in search of romance and a better life, however, found their tales had a most unhappy ending. The creature they encountered was no small sweet frog, but a bloodthirsty beast who not only did not let them in for a kiss, but instead greedily devoured them and anything else that strayed into its slime-covered lair. It was one hell of a fight, much like this caretaker was. Yeah, it looked very much like a kind of like a Frankenstein monster in the way, wasn't it?
Another intruder buried by the caretaker.
There's a couple of things around here.
Seeds and bulbs. Someone's still planting flowers.
Okay. Nothing in that way. Whoa. It's a nice little find. There's nothing in this little part of the garden, is there? No. What about the other side? I've already found some form of quest item, hang on.
Guess thieves tried to lower the statue with ropes, but something scared them off. Don't know this deity. Strange. Olgierd doesn't seem the pious type.
He doesn't, does he? Right. There's our two little friends. So I'm going to check out the whole manor. I want to make sure I do not miss a thing. Okay, there's nothing on that side. So we picked up the key from the caretaker, so we can go inside now. Okay, door there. Let's go in this way. Okay, that just gave me shivers. I'm not an intruder. Though saying that, I don't think he's gonna buy me any extra time. I can hear breathing. Nothing in this room. Stairs are blocked off. say. That hasn't just scared the living daylights out of me. Right, what we got? What did we pick up? We picked up a quest item. Oh, it must be the key and the ornamented brush. Okay. Right, I am going to put Spectral on because I've just got a feeling that it ain't gonna be so easy to avoid. Right, I've got something on here. Looks like a book. Iris's sketchbook.
What the hell was that?
Okay, nothing in the bookcases. Ooh! A fairy relic, a couple of rune stones, and a master-crafted cavalry saddle. Ah, God. Okay, scabbard sword was giving me the whole fright there. Okay, I just realised I got right close to that painting.
Leave before it's too late.
Try to drop a chandelier on me? The hell?
All geared as I've never known him. A different man then.
Get this out of the way. No. You can hear a woman sobbing. Okay, and I can't unlock the front door quite yet.
Tidy, and everything's clean, ready for a meal to be served. Caretaker must still set the table.
Stop doing that. The fireplace is on now as well. Can we get up those stairs? If we can, there's the main stairs in the middle of the house that looks like we can get up. Okay, no. It's okay. It's okay. Just try to be wary of not walking past paintings. Locked, and I don't have the key for that either. Okay, so we're searching for Iris von Everec on the upper floor of the manor. Okay, so we're going up here then. Please don't try and drop another chandelier on me. Thank you. I knew a jump scare like that was coming, and it still didn't stop me from... bloody hell. Oh, look at the painting, it's all deformed where... oh.
Happy families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way.
Locked again.
Fire damage. Interesting.
Make sure I survey the room before moving in. Okay, this is above that little room that we saw earlier. There must be a way to get around the house. Okay, looks like we're going in here. I'm gonna just go back. Fuck this quest. I'll have this brand on my face for the rest of my life. What the? Ah! Go away! Oh my god. Right, years in at the ready. I'm in some sort of like dream world or something. I'm in dust at the ready. Okay, I'm just gonna keep rolling then. What is she doing? It's healing her. Ow. Two can play at that game. Right, that stops the healing, so we need to get that done next heals it so much, so quickly. Come on. I basically just need to damage her as fast as possible.
How long are you gonna make me wait?
Fencing. Fucking hell. Whoa! I missed. Shit.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, that's my question too, and all the paintings have rolled up on fire. Sheath my sword now, I think.
Bed chamber. Iris was supposed to be here.
There she is. Her remains are on the bed. I'm just going to read through this, see if we get any more indications of what this thing was. So the wraith from the painting. Quite often a wraith is tied to an object, something it clung to during life, or a location such as its place of death. In either case, we are dealing with the same causal agent, a strong emotional tie from which the wraith draws strength. While wandering the von Everec's abandoned estate, Geralt came into contact with a woman's wraith haunting the house. The restless spirit had mastery over the house's furnishings, and in particular over the paintings hanging from its walls. It moved freely between their canvases, entering one and exiting through another. At first, it tried to scare Geralt into giving up his search. Then, when it was clear this strategy would not work, it attacked him directly. Geralt's battle against the wraith proved very difficult, for it was fueled by rage and launched its attacks with a heated aggression. Geralt was forced to move with lightning speed in order to parry its blows, without time to take breath or launch an attack of his own. What's more, the wraith had created a bond with the paintings around it, and, until the Witcher severed this tie, it would continually regain any lost strength. The key to victory over the wraith from the painting was to focus on parrying its blows and only attack sporadically, at exactly the right moments. Any attempt to attack in a flurry was always punished with a deadly counter-attack. Well, I did get it, not with many parries though, I must say. There's the bed chamber. Is this Iris's body? There's something else over here, let me grab this first. Portrait of Iris and Olgierd.
Lovely couple. Gotta be her. Damn it.
You wish to see her? Here she is.
A man should frame his wishes carefully. It forestalls disappointment.
This some sick joke. Why didn't you tell me she was dead right away?
You didn't ask.
And why hasn't anyone buried her?
We can't. As for the caretaker, the one you cut down, while still alive, she ordered him to stay away from her for all time.
How did she die? Don't see any wounds, evidence of a fight.
Her heart burst.
Meaning what? A heart attack?
No, it simply burst.
Find that hard to believe.
Yet that's precisely what happened. One day Iris locked the front door, lay down here and died. From grief, from loneliness.
The deeper I get into this, the more I gotta wonder. Why are you even helping me?
We were summoned to serve Iris von Everec. Our mistress died, but that did not free us from her service.
Got it. You want to leave this place, leave these bodies?
Surprised?
No, not at all. Her ghost's restless, angry, attacks intruders. Know why?
Lady von Everec has endured much hardship. She's unaccustomed to guests and not fond of strange folk.
She can't hear us.
Seems I gotta speak to Iris's ghost.
It's no easy task to contact the mistress. Rage and bitterness fill her.
Got my ways. To make contact with Iris, I gotta bury her body. But that caretaker's macabre little cemetery won't do. Too much blood, too much fear.
She spent much time in the front garden.
Maybe there.
Wait. Take this key. It opens the front door.
Good dog.
Okay, right. So at least we're getting somewhere with Iris, but unfortunately, she has moved on. Okay, got the key to unlock the front door. Drastic change of weather. So what we're doing, find a fitting spot to bury Iris. Okay, first possible spot round here. Well, this is near the fountain, isn't it? Yeah.
She liked to sit here, but this is not a good place for a grave.
Too close to the house.
I'll keep searching.
It's going to be up there, isn't it? Where we saw the... where she must be painting.
Iris von Everec adored flowers.
But she would never want to destroy them.
All right, I'll dig the grave somewhere else.
Looks like this is the spot.
This place seems suitable.
Yes, she loved to paint.
Did Iris von Everec have any last requests? Say how she wanted her remains disposed of?
She feared death, worried none would see to her burial or say a kind word in parting.
Guess I'll be the one to do that.
I didn't know Iris von Everec. She was a talented painter. Was Olgierd's wife. No, let's go with what we know. Because we didn't know who Iris was.
I didn't know Iris von Everec, so I can't say much about her. Fate had it a stranger now lays her remains in the grave. At times, fate muddles our path, and life turns toilsome, hard to bear. Yet all deserve respite and peace in death.
Oh, what's this? Okay, so place a sketch pad on the grave. Place the painting of Iris and Olgierd on the grave. Place the ornamented hairbrush on the grave. Okay, let's ask these two first.
You two, got any last words for your mistress?
We don't partake in human rituals.
Trusting that what you've done is in keeping with your customs.
Sketchpad, painting, ornamented hairbrush. Oh, should we go with the painting? I don't really think a sketchpad. I think the painting's probably the best option of the three there.
I don't know if you want to be buried with a painting of your husband, but you live together, so maybe you want to be with him in death as well. The remains are interred. Let's summon her. Tormented spirit, I've laid your bones to rest. Forget your wrath, forget your grief. Show yourself. Forgive me for tearing you from your realm. I need to ask you. Should I follow you? All right.